Hello, everybody. I am Devin Wade Sparks, also known as Beloved or Little Black One. I just want to share something very important with you guys today. But before we do, I just want to tell you that I've come to you in the name of Jesus. God is helping me reveal all these things. God is showing me these things, and He's showing me these things for a reason. He doesn't want me to keep quiet. I'm dreaming dreams that I must expose it and I must do it. These people hurt me very much. They hurt me very badly. They did horrible things to me. They tortured me and tried killing me numerous times, and it just doesn't stop. They never ever stop. So I feel I have to share this. I want to show you guys a little bit of something that we are dealing with. And people need to seriously start reading their Bibles and start waking up, because the return of Christ is very close. But bear with me, have a look at this. Let me show you guys something. So I googled, where did the fallen angels fall to earth according to the book of Enoch? So as we can see over here, it says on Mount Hermon. Okay, so the fallen angels fell to Mount Hermon, right? We're all in agreement. So let's look at the next page, okay? So Mount Hermon, the coordinates, like, okay, well, how to get there? Oh, it starts with that number 33, and there's your degree. What does that remind you of? 33 degrees. Hmm? Does that remind you of the 33 degree Freemasons, huh? Okay. The 33 degree Masons. Okay, cool. Now, yeah, that number 33, people see it a lot. Yeah, so, but where do you see it in plain sight where it shouldn't be? Uh, it is in Disney World. Okay. Club 33 is Disney's ultra exclusive invitation only private membership club. Okay, founded by Walt Disney, offering, okay, I'm not even going to read the rest, but the other one that I found, it said that it was a gentleman's club. Okay, it was a private gentleman's club. Okay, anyway, they changed the internet on that, but my question is, what do they want in the middle of Disneyland? Then, just to confirm, okay, I asked, was Walt Disney a Freemason? No, Walt Disney was not a Freemason, but he was a member of Demolay, a Masonic youth organization for young men which fueled speculations. While many Hollywood figures were Masons, Disney's official membership was in Demolay, not a Masonic lodge, with his brother Roy Disney being a Mason. So they are Freemasons. They are just trying to like twist it, whatever. You can see they are Freemasons, okay? So the 33 degree Masons are your pedophiles. So yes, this is where they are. You can go and look at all the cartoons like Simpsons, the ones with the predictions and that. It's the Freemasons. Matt Groening is a Freemason. He predicts it. He doesn't predict it, but he writes it in the Simpsons, and then they play it out. And yes, that happens. So you can go see a lot of the things like 9/11. The Twin Towers in America, that was the Freemasons that crashed it. It was not the Taliban or the Muslim or whoever you want to say it was. It was not Osama bin Laden. They were looking for 14, 15 different Osama bin Ladens, but they never found this Osama bin Laden because they were talking crap. Okay? So it was the Freemasons. I can make another video. That was to get into Iran so that they could dry up the Euphrates River, to make way for the kings from the east, as the book of Revelation says. Because below the Euphrates River, the angels, the fallen angels who created the Nephilim, were bound in shackles until the day of judgment, which means the day of judgment has arrived. Okay, so people need to wake up. This is a fight between good and evil. Your souls are being stolen, people. The word of God says, my people will perish for a lack of knowledge. That's in Hosea 4 verse 7, I think, or Hosea. It's in Hosea. It says, my people will perish for a lack of knowledge. Okay, so anyway, you guys need to read your Bibles, and this is what opens up and shows you these things. Okay, so next, Now we know that the 33-degree Masons were in Disney World, and everybody's looking at Epstein. Epstein and them, I highly doubt that something happened there. I think it was just a con or whatever. Forgive me if I am wrong, please. But I don't want to read that. Like God told me not to read the story and not to listen to it, and I pulled out from it. I didn't read anything. I don't know what happened there. So anyway. Here's the real Freemasons the real pedophiles in plain sight. Like they're showing you, they're there. They do it and nobody sees it. But anyway, let's move on. Okay. How many school teachers died in South Africa from COVID? Ooh, approximately 3,500 school teachers. Huh? Okay. But wait. Watch this. Okay. How many psychiatrists died from COVID in South Africa? Oh, there's no specific publicly available number for the total count of psychiatrists who died from COVID-19 in South Africa. Now, the first time I googled this, I shared it, but then they changed the internet. Every time I share something or whatever, it said zero. Zero psychiatrists on a worldwide scale died from COVID. It said zero. It gave me the number zero. Okay? So then we move on. Okay? Now I want to show you guys this. Do you guys see this? This is the two snakes there. This is Baphomet. Okay? This is also a bowl. Okay? What Elijah spoke of. These are a Baphomet. Now Baphomet, check on his stomach, the two snakes there, and the rod and the wings, okay? Then let's see. Baphomet is an hermaphroditic winged goat head figure. So now you guys understand that they are teaching, they killed our children, okay? They killed our teachers, our good teachers, so they can bring in psychiatry's people, okay, the same people from psychiatry, to teach our children. I'm going to show you now how I know it's psychiatry, because look at that symbol on the stomach. It's the medical symbol, the two snakes, okay? So that is, okay, then Baal is an hermaphrodite god. So now you know why they're teaching the children a little boy can identify as a little girl and a little girl can identify as a little boy. And then Elon Musk says, no, it's a mental disorder because he wants to plant them with his microchip, with his Neuralink, and he wants to now fix them because he's messing them up. But we'll get to that now because he's in charge of this. He's behind the hospitals as well. He's running the hospitals, and here's his medical symbol. So I said to ChatGPT, I want to dive into the new medical symbol, the one with the two snakes around the pole. This is associated with the god Hermes, right? He was the god of marketing, right? Give us some juicy details on this symbol and this god Hermes. Add the symbol of the one snake around the pole's god as well, and he represents healing, right? Give us the details on both and the differences. Okay. So, yeah. So the one is the Cadacius, two snakes plus the wings. And the god is Hermes. He's a Greek god, or Mercury in Roman. And then we've got the rod of Asclepius is one snake with no wings. That is Asclepius, okay? So only one was ever meant to represent healing. So let's break them down. Okay, the Cadacius Hermes staff, okay, not originally medical. What it looks like is a staff of two snakes entwined symmetrically, often wings at the top. Who was Hermes? Hermes was the god of communication and language, travel and borders, trade and commerce, merchants, trickery, cleverness, deception, mediation and negotiation, psychopomp, the guide of souls to the underworld. But that's your medical symbol. The guide of souls to the underworld. They're blinding you with medication, ladies and gentlemen, and they're funding their wars with this medication. They are creating false disorders by microchipping people, and they call them pedophiles, and they have people torture them, and they're creating false disorders, and it's not right. Okay? So, in modern terms, Hermes fits marketing, advertising, persuasion, logistics, and messaging perfectly. So, if Hermes were alive today, he'd run PR firms, marketing agencies, media platforms, like X, I suppose, eh? Maybe even social networks. Sorry, there's the X part. Social networks, yeah? So, yes, calling him a god of marketing is actually very accurate. So then, here's the meaning of the two snakes. I'm not going to go into that. Here's the wings. You guys have already seen what we need to see. So then let's move on to the one. Okay, the one snake, like you can see there around the pole, the old medical symbol. Okay, it was one staff, one snake, no wings. That was simple, focused, and grounded. He was Asclepius. Who was Asclepius? Was the god of healing, medicine, restoration, life balance, medical ethics. He wasn't flashy, he wasn't fast, he was precise, passionate, patient and compassionate. Legend says he healed so effectively that Hades complained people were no longer dying. Zeus struck him down to maintain cosmic balance, so they say. Okay, so then, yeah, over here, all the things are there, like everything is there, but what I want to leave you with is, where is it? Okay. So, yeah. So, over here it says, not evil, not mystical, conspiracy, just symbolizing, telling a story. Or as Hermes might smirk and say, I didn't heal them, I just sold the idea. Okay? So that's what Hermes says. Now remember, these people killed 3,500 school teachers just in South Africa during COVID. It's very strange that no children died from COVID, or hardly any children died from COVID, but the school teachers, 3,500 of them died. Why were the children not affected by this virus? Thank God it didn't happen, but look at this, because they want to make money out of the children, okay? So now I'm a qualified drug educator through drugfreeworld.org. Okay, you guys can go and look at drugfreeworld.org. We've got a lot of things on there that you can go and read about. But today I want to show you guys about Ritalin. So what is Ritalin? Ritalin is the common name for methylphenidate, classified by the Drug Enforcement Administration as a Schedule II narcotic, the same classification as cocaine, morphine, and amphetamines. It is abused by teens for its stimulant effect. Okay, so even when Ritalin is used as a prescription drug, it may have severe effects, including nervous. When it's used as a prescription drug, ladies and gentlemen, like the doctor says they must take it, or the witch doctor. So it says nervousness, insomnia, anorexia, loss of appetite, pulse changes, heart problems, and weight loss. Why on earth would you give that to your child? It sounds the exact same as crystal methamphetamines. That is the same things that happen when you smoke meth or when you snort it or whatever, when you take it. Okay? The manufacturer says it is a drug of dependency. Okay? So you guys can go read all about Ritalin and so on. It's on drugfreeworld.org's page. You can see the video as well. There's lots of videos to do with it. The videos are very scary actually, but it hits home. But anyway, then let's move on. So which drugs cause nervousness, insomnia, anorexia, loss of appetite? Yeah, you all know from Ritalin. So it says amphetamine, the first one. Lisdexamfetamine, whatever that is, and methylphenidate, then phentamine. So do you guys see it's all this, and Concerta, like it's all these things are, yeah, okay? So basically they're killing good teachers, okay? And then they send their own teachers in who are so stupid they don't even know the difference between a penis and a vagina, and they're teaching the children this stuff, like a boy can be a girl and a girl can be a boy. Like, they don't even know the difference between a penis and a vagina, then they want to phone you and tell you, your kid's got a problem, you got to take him to the doctor and put him under some medication or that medication, and wah, which is absolute bullshit, okay? Because that is your loving memory, ladies and gentlemen. You, as a partner, as a husband and wife, you had a beautiful moment during intimacy, and God granted you a memory. He gave you a child. Boom. Wonderful memory that He gave you, okay? Now, God says that you were fearfully and wonderfully made. That means the creator of the universe, God, was in fear when He created you, when He made you. He wanted to make you perfect, without imperfections. Now these witches want to come and tell me, you've got a problem and you got to take this drug and you got to take that drug. It's witchcraft, potions, sorcery. Wake up, people. Wake up. Okay? Do you guys get me? Okay. So now, then, yes, this is what they do. Now, after this, okay, when you take your child off of the Ritalin, okay, what's going to happen to that child? 80% of the time, that child is going to find street drugs. He's going to run to street drugs. Hey, that's the next step. So you've created the addict, ladies and gentlemen, because you listened to a teacher, a so-called teacher who's not supposed to be a teacher, because they cannot handle children. They don't know how to work with children. Children drive them crazy, but they want to work with them. So it doesn't make sense. Get out. You understand what I'm saying, you stupid witch? Get out of the schools. So yes, now they're creating disorders, and they're creating this nonsense for children and so on, and they're creating the addict. And then I want to take it a little step further, okay? Because we've got our crystal meth dealer known as Elon Musk. He also sells the heroin, the fentanyl in the heroin, and the flakka that makes everybody go crazy. You know. Yeah, those are all population control drugs, and he's killing people left, right, and center. And then Donald Trump, his buddy, the false prophet. Yes, on January 3, 2026, President Donald Trump ordered a large-scale U.S. military strike in Caracas to capture Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro. Okay, we all heard about this. Okay, it was for narco-terrorism. Because why? Because he's Elon Musk's competition, apparently. So they had to eliminate the competition. So they say. Or is it because Donald Trump wants the oil? What is he after? Is it because this is Elon Musk's competition? Or is it because he's after their oil? Yeah. I think you guys seriously need to start waking up. This is war, ladies and gentlemen. And these people, they sell drugs to fund their wars. They did it in World War II as well. You guys must go and see everything that they are repeating. They keep repeating. Like they did World War I, World War II, World War III. It's the same things over and over. And yeah, really, this is scary because it might be the end. But like it's biblical, so it has to happen. So I just pray that everyone will be safe. I pray that people will wake up and people will fight against the right people, well, not the people, against the fallen angels, because we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against the dark rulers of this world. This is according to Ephesians 6 verse 12. So yeah, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Davin Wade Sparks, also known as Beloved. Please share my videos. Yeah, let's get this going. Let's knock this World War III off the globe. Let's get it over and done with.